From one corporate consumer-related scandal to another, Stewart Parnell, he is the top-ranking exec of the Peanut Corporation of America. He was sentenced yesterday to 28 years behind bars. It is the toughest penalty ever for a corporate executive in a food poisoning outbreak. He is 61 years old. Unless he wins an appeal, he will die in prison. Fox News senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano is with me now. Judge, it is great to see you.
Oh, likewise.
So it seems as if Stewart Parnell is going to die in prison for all intents and purposes, but he admitted it, right? He got this news of salmonella being in the peanuts and said, just ship it. I can't afford to lose another customer.
Well, that's actually what caused him to be convicted here is a combination of emails and the testimony of others involved in what the government called was a grand criminal conspiracy, the end result of which was sickening 20,000 people and killing 9 people.
No, it's crazy.
When you look at it that way, and I don't believe in very heavy sentences, but when you look at it that way, 28 years, he was exposed to 800 years if you separated each of the injuries and each of the deaths. You put an adulterated product in the stream of commerce that is capable of maiming and killing, and you do so knowingly, and you order people to do it, and you do it with other people. You have to expect this kind of a consequence. I
mean, he did say, I'm sorry, but I'm sure for those 9 families that lost members, they don't really care that he's sorry.
Well, here's the interesting thing. There have been no civil lawsuits yet because the rule of thumb is you wait until the criminal case is over. And the criminal case is over now. A criminal case ends at the time of sentencing. He can file his appeal, but his appeal is not going to affect the civil case. Here's what's going to happen in the civil case. The insurance carriers, there's more than one, are going to say, we insure for negligence. This was not negligence.
This was done with purpose.
Right?
Yeah.
This was an intentional criminal act. Don't look to us. Look to the assets of the corporation, which probably would put it out of business if all 22,000 people, plus the estates of the 9 who died, sue.
So, Judge, have you ever seen anything like this? I remember there was the Tylenol case back in the late 80s, but there's nothing where...
Tylenol was an interloper. It wasn't the corporation.
It wasn't Tylenol.
They may have had faulty caps, but it wasn't intentional. No, I have never seen one like this. And my first reaction was, this is some judge, some Justice Department that hates business. I never heard of a 28-year prison sentence for white-collar crime. But this is one of the worst examples I've ever seen. Now, in fairness to him, he does have appealable issues. The judge did do some bizarre things in this case, like meet with the jury alone to explain to them what the evidence meant, without the government there and without defense counsel there.
Which is highly unusual.
Not only is it unusual, it could be reversible error. I don't want to give him a cause for false hope, but most times when judges do that, believe it or not, they do it, they end up getting reversed. But an appellate court will look at the quantum of evidence and say, even if we take out the judge's meeting, is there enough to convict? In my opinion, yes.
Yeah, especially as you rightly point out, those emails are pretty damn it. This kind of just skip it, can't afford to lose another customer.
Oh,
that's
at one
clear.
point he said roast the peanuts a little bit longer, as if cooking them for a little bit longer would kill the salmonella. There's no scientific support for that. No one even knows where he came up with that theory. His cavalier attitude about human life is shocking in the case of someone in the food industry who puts food into the stream of commerce.
Yeah, Judge, it's great to see you. Thank you for your
insight.
Next time
we'll talk about Volkswagen's potential criminal liability.
I would like that. We need your insight on that because $18 billion is a pretty big number. Judge, joining me there. Thanks, Judge, as always.